And welcome back to Coffee with Chosen. I'm Erika. When we have biological and adopted children, sometimes it can feel like we have our stories and memories and their stories, and the two don't seem to intertwine very easily. So it's important to try to lessen that gap and create a sense of family and a narrative that tells our story. So how do we integrate stories? When we adopted one of our children as a teenager, this divide was very real. There were 14 years of memories and photos for us that didn't include her, and she had 14 years of life before us that we weren't a part of. There were a few really simple things, though, that we did early on that really helped her feel like a part of our family unit. One small and simple thing that we did was make sure that at least some of our framed photos in the home had pictures of her in them, so that our home told a story of a family that included her. Creating new memories together was also really valuable. So for us, we took a vacation pretty soon after when we felt like she was ready. And so we created this significant memory that we were all a part of. Reminiscing about fun times is really common for families, and when children haven't been there the whole time, it can be hard for them to hear about connectedness that didn't involve them. So creating new traditions and integrating your child's past traditions and creating new memories is really a way to bridge that gap. Starting something new together also promotes unity. There are so many ideas of things you can do that are new together. For us, we got a new puppy around that time. So that dog was our whole family's dog, and not just like our dog that our new daughter had to try to accept. As parents, we can say little things that make our children feel as much a part of the family as our biological children, or really make them feel special. For our bio kids, their connection to us doesn't really need spelling out, but for our adopted kids, we may need to show them how they are just like us and how much they are ours, just like our bio kids. So for example, I have dark brown hair and brown eyes, and all of my bio kids have very light brown hair and hazel eyes. So I often say that I had to go halfway around the world to get my brown-eyed, brown-haired children that look just like me. So our brown eyes and brown hair are something really special that only me and my adopted kids share. I also try to point out other ways that we're similar. So for example, two of my adopted girls really love to do crafts like me, so I emphasize that similarity. My adopted son is really emotionally sensitive like me, and so I often say things like, "You're just like me, you feel things really strongly, you're just like me." Lastly, I find that in conversations about the past, all of our children will chime in with what they were doing at that time, and that really helps us connect our stories. So when my 14-year-old biological child talks about her first day of kindergarten, my older adopted child might say, "Oh, I was in second grade in China then." And my little kids might say, "Oh, wow, that was before I was born." And so it's really neat. It's like we're all filling out the same big timeline, and we're plugging in our lives' big moments. So by listening carefully and giving value to all stories that we hear, as parents, it's like we're taking all the threads of their stories and we're weaving them into this beautiful picture of family. So we can ask questions of our kids about their lives before us, we validate and we retell their stories, and in doing so we have the privilege of taking many small pieces and putting them together in a way that makes our adopted kids feel a sense of home and family. If we can help you integrate siblings or walk with you through any part of your adoption or fostering journey, please reach out to us at chosen.care. Have a great day.